Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Ontario Authentic Indigenous Moments webinar. My name is Amanda, and I'll be walking you through the presentation this morning. I'm involved with working on this project with Indigenous Tourism Ontario. And we also have Jennifer with our team that is on board to help facilitate any questions that you have throughout the presentation. So she'll be monitoring the chat on the side there. And also some of you may have met Jennifer just from chatting with her over the phone, or you've received an email from her. So she's been a great help in reaching out and promoting and recruiting for this exciting project. So without further ado, I'll get started here. So the heart of where this project started is that our best travel stories come from those unexpected moments we have with other cultures. And I'll just share a little story. So I was up in northern Quebec, the Cree Nation of Mistassini this summer. And there was one evening just going out exploring in the community. And I saw someone had a teepee set up in their yard, and it looked like some sort of festivity happened. So then the following day, I connected with, I was there for work. So I connected with my client and just asked what that was all about. And then he said, oh, let's go check it out. It might be a walking out ceremony. And for those of you that may not know what a walking out ceremony is, it's a celebration with family and close friends to celebrate the first steps of a child's life. And so we went to the house and popped in and said hi, and then within moments, we met a lovely host that was just showing us how they prepare goose. We unfortunately missed the walking out ceremony because it was the day prior, but he showed us how he is preparing all the goose for a big feast with family. And he's just showing me a video here of the walking out ceremony. And we ended up just spending probably about an hour there, just learning all about this way that they celebrate the first steps of a child's life. Got to see the teepee, and he explained how everything worked, and we also learned how they cook and prepare goose. So it was one of those spontaneous moments that just we fell upon, and these are kind of those experiences that are at the heart of cultural tourism. So many of you are familiar with Airbnb. I'm sure you've either know about it or even booked and used it yourself. So Airbnb, it's known as the sharing economy concept, where it empowers hosts at a destination to rent out a room or rent their house. And now Airbnb just shifted to offering experiences. So this is open to anyone. So you could be in any location. If you have a unique experience to share with a visitor, now you have a platform to do it. And that, again, is what the heart of the Ontario Authentic Indigenous Moments project is all about. It will be the first provincially dedicated web platform that connects Indigenous cultural entrepreneurs directly through visitors using easy-to-use technology. This project will be a completely standalone web platform, and it allows visitors to be able to connect on a personal level with their local guides before the experience happens. So you're probably wondering what makes an authentic Indigenous moment. So Ontario is home to many individuals who have unique knowledge, who have stories, who have the passion to share experiences with visitors. And this could be anything from something as simple as storytelling to leading someone on a community tour to doing an art demonstration, or even involving someone on how to make a traditional handicraft. It could be singing songs, listening to music, woodcarvers, celebrating artisans, cooking, and basically the sky's the limit. And so I'm just going to show a few slides just to give more inspiration of what an Indigenous moment is.
Oh. Cut you off. Contact them. Hello? Contact them. Cut off. You've been off for about 2 minutes. It's still going, but I don't know if it's mute or. Hello?
Okay, so music is playing on my end. I know you guys can't hear the music, but so that just gives you an idea of all the experiences that are encouraged to share as a part of this project. And this is just a screenshot of the website that's currently in development. And we're hoping, if all goes well, we'll have the website in the beta testing model. So that means there'll still be some tweaks to refine. That should be developed within about 2 weeks. And this will just give you an idea of once these moments are developed, then this is what they'll essentially look like. So you'll have, we always encourage someone to have a photo of yourself that's leading the experience. There'll be a description of the experience and what you're offering, the price. Everything will be searchable, similar to the Airbnb or Airbnb platform. When you click on experience, it will really feature the hosts. It'll describe what the experience is all about. There'll be a map, there'll be photos. So it's very interactive and very visual. And one great thing about this project, it really empowers individual cultural entrepreneurs who may have the passion to share experiences with visitors, but may not have their own business set up, may not have a website or a means to promote their experience. So under this platform, it essentially provides you with all of those easy to use platform. You could upload all the information about your experience without having your own website, or even in some cases without even having your own business. So it's a really cool way for to empower local entrepreneurs. And so what are cultural entrepreneurs? So these are the folks that are the heart of this project, and that we want to promote and encourage to be involved. So if you or someone you know in your community has unique skills to share and wants to share anything with visitors and just be a host and cultural ambassador for your community, this may be a great opportunity for them to be involved. From the other side, if you're a visitor and you want to go and explore an Indigenous experience in Ontario, this platform, in a very visual, easy to use process, will feature all these Indigenous moments that Ontario has to offer and celebrate that. And just broke it down into 3 simple steps. So step 1 is you find your guide. You could read their profile, learn a little something about them. Then you look at all the experiences that your guide offers. This is completely personalized. If you're interested in the experience, then you send them a request to book. You confirm availability and sort out all those details. And then you go to the community and you enjoy your moment. So very easy, simple process for the booking aspect. And for anyone that may be a cultural entrepreneur or a guide or a host in your community and you want to be involved with this project, we're creating a very easy way to set up your profile. So step 1 is you create your profile. And this will be available eventually online through the website platform. But for now, if any of you do want to get involved, Jennifer from our team will be following up with all of you that signed up with how to get started. And so she can send you details about that. Once everything's online, or even if you do your profile manually, you just have to include your name, your contact details, a photo of yourself, which can be just a selfie, as long as it's clear and not blurry, a brief biography of yourself that just describes who you are, a video if any of you like being on video. That's always a nice personal touch, but it's optional, of course. And you can list any of the languages that you speak, which is sometimes important to host international guests. So once you create your profile, then it's a matter of creating your moment. So what that entails is a brief tour description of what it's all about, some photos and videos describing the experience and giving people a visual feel to how to get started, your schedule. And this is a really great aspect about this project too, is that you have complete control over your own schedule. So if you really want to be involved with tourism, but are only available on the weekends or evenings because you really like your current day job or have to work at your current day job, then that's of course possible. Or, if you go away, you're a snowbird and go down south every winter, then that's no problem as well. You have complete control over your schedule. Then you link your moment to your profile, and then enter the payment details. And the payment system will all be done through an online system that's safe and securely. So guests will be able to pay through the system for the experience. Once the experience is completed, then you will be transferred your payment for delivering the product. And when someone is ready to book, the connections start at a personal level before the tour begins. So you'll be notified when someone's interested in booking, and then it's really up to the cultural entrepreneur to solidify the deal, confirm schedules, send the clients pre-trip guidelines or anything that they need to prepare for. If it's in a remote location, you can just send directions on how to get to the community, where to stay, where to eat, and just ways to prepare them for their arrival. So just to summarize what Authentic Indigenous Moments is all about, I'll review some of the benefits for cultural entrepreneurs. So you have the ability to accept payments from anywhere in the world, the ability to set your own schedule. You have access to an easy-to-use platform. You can secure direct deposits. ITO will provide you with online marketing and business services to get your experience off the ground if needed. You'll have access to training programs that are offered through ITO and their partners. You'll manage an easy agenda and control your own schedule. And travelers will be able to connect with you directly through this web platform. And the overall purpose of AIM is to create a clear tourism identity for Indigenous experiences in Ontario. So it provides visitors with that one-stop shop on an easy-to-use visual platform. It creates employment and encourages entrepreneurs to do what they're passionate about. And it really enables connections between visitors and the hosts. And it's a great marketing platform to have. And for all you business owners out there in the tourism industry, that's always one of the challenges, is marketing and spreading the word about what you offer. So having it under this platform is really exciting and a really great initiative to be part of. So we're going to do a little interactive activity right now. But first, I just wanted to ask if anyone had any questions at this point. Okay, no worries. There'll be, if you think of something, just type it in or just ask me. But just to do a little fun activity, I just wanted to know if anyone wanted to share a favorite travel story that you had where you met a local and shared a memorable experience. And I'm just going to start things off here just to hopefully break the ice a little. So this is just a photo of myself when I went to India. I visited a project site called the Desia Ecotourism Project, and it was a joint initiative to create grassroots tourism in the heart of 9 Indigenous communities in eastern Orissa. So that's kind of east central India. So it's a very remote area that doesn't get a lot of tourism. And so I was just there just to check it out and had just a lovely experience there. Really connected with all the girls that worked at the facility. And one day they just asked and invited me to have a picnic with them. So we all hopped on the tuk-tuks and headed to this spot that happened to have the most amazing waterfall on the other side of these rock cliffs. And then we just like sat on the rocks, ate together, and then all the girls wanted to make me wear a sari and put all their jewelry on me. And we just had this lovely, lovely day. And something like that was just so spontaneous, authentic. It was just spending a day with the locals. And it was something that, so these are the types of experiences that we really want to encourage people to offer. So it doesn't have to be super structured and, fine-tune itinerary. It could be something very natural and something that you just, do all the time in your community, but visitors might find it a little interesting. So that was just an experience that I want to share with all of you. And I see a question there, but I'll get to that in one moment. I just wanted to know if anyone else has an experience where they met a local and shared a memorable moment on their travels. Does anyone want to share a story? Okay, no problem. And yeah, I see Jennifer answered the question just about entrepreneurs needing insurance for participating in AIM. ITO is going to be offering insurance programs to all of their members. And ITO will have their own liability and insurance coverage for this project for each of the entrepreneurs that want to deliver an experience. They'll need to get their own individual insurance as well, just for to cover themselves if anything happens during the delivery of their experience. And ITO will be available just to help with all of getting started with that. And once you do sign up for this program, we provide a guidebook that has all the details that you need to know to get started. And it's very simple. Again, that's the whole idea of this project, is to get you essentially up and running within a day for your business. So the guidebook just provides all those details of what you need to prepare for before getting started. And yeah. Okay, we have another question from Rhonda. Does ITO take percentage for each booking, or what is the charge for participating in the program? So that's a really great question. For the first year, we are offering it as a free service for anyone that does register. And just because it is intense programming and offering with the marketing support for the following year, there will be just a percentage that ITO takes for each booking. And ITO will work with you too on how to price out your experiences. So it's something that you could just automatically add 10% extra onto your experiences, and where essentially you won't see or feel any, that your profits being taken away by ITO. And essentially then that 10% goes into funding for the website and some of ITO's marketing services. ITO will be promoting this project on a national and international scale. So you'll becoming involved with it, you'll just naturally get more exposure to your experiences that are out there being on this platform. Great. So I had just another interactive slide. I know our group's a little quieter today, but this is just, again, just showing how easy it is to test drive AIM and to get an experience out there. If there's an authentic moment that you have in your community, or you could imagine yourself offering, that's the first step. Then just thinking, what makes it unique and special? So why would someone want to do this if they're looking on coming and wanting to connect with an Indigenous experience in Ontario? And then how much would you charge? And sometimes putting a price to something can be a bit of a challenge. So if you do need help, ITO as well is there to help price and put together your experiences. So just like that, you essentially can create your first moment. And as I mentioned, we're striving to have the website, the first version of the website, live within the next 2 weeks. There'll be some fine tuning and development that happens after that. And anyone that wants to sign up, just Jennifer on our team is happy to help and provide you with all the details on how to get started. And when the website is up and live, we'll have more access to how all the online functionality works and how everything from creating your online profiles and moments, how that works. We'll be able to do a demonstration of that for everyone. And we'll also have more details on the back end and the payment and the scheduling, how to create your schedule. So those are all things that are coming down the pipeline that we'll have more information to. And I'll be showing just some slides too, just with links to the Facebook page. So ITO has a Facebook page that will be providing updates about this project as well. So we encourage you all to register for that. And yeah, I want to now open it up again for you guys if you had any questions about this initiative. And then I also have some news to share about some additional ITO projects that are also being developed at the moment. Okay, no worries. And if you think of questions later, no worries. Just Jennifer will be following up with an email to each of you, so you can ask them in that platform as well. So some of the, oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, my phone went a little off there.
No worries.
It's Vicki Blanchard. I'm the Economic Development Manager with the Municipality of Sulaco.
Okay, great.
And
oh, I think I might have lost you. Do you see the chat on the side? Do you want to type in your question there? Okay, Vicki, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with the call. Do you want to type in your question? Okay, sorry, Vicki. When you're back on, I'll answer your question, but I'll continue for those that are still on the line here just to share some additional info. So on the horizon, we have the Cultural Authenticity Program and the ITO corporate website that are also being developed at the moment. So the Cultural Authenticity Program celebrates people that are preserving authentic cultural experiences. And these can be people that are delivering the products, promoting them, packaging them, or just supporting as a partner. So, oh, I noticed Vicki just wrote her question here, so I'll continue with this in a moment. Okay, so Vicki says, I'm interested in utilizing this site to draw visitors to the community to experience our cultural facilities. Okay, so hi, Vicki. Thanks for that program. So with the Ontario Authentic Moments Project, the heart of it is promoting individual cultural entrepreneurs. And this was a question that was asked when we did our first webinar, if organizations or communities can be involved. And we've since changed and now will, of course, allow organizations and communities to join this experience as well. And if you have a team that offers authentic moments in your community. We don't want to discourage anyone from not being able to be part of this. So we'll have a separate profile that will be targeted for organizations, and you'll also have a guidebook as well for organizations and how that works to be involved with the project. So yeah, that's something that we changed because of the demand and people asking for that. So we'll definitely be able to support you, and your community can be part of this project, Vicki.
I only heard a part of your communication because you keep dropping me off. The call keeps dropping off.
Oh, okay.
So I caught the piece about communities and organizations, which is positive, and around developing for our team. We had declared this year, we're the first Canadian community to declare the year of truth and reconciliation, and we are working on a facility specifically around that issue in conjunction with our museum and our First Nation partners. But Maniawan Hospital is very interesting because it is one of maybe two in Canada hospitals that has traditional kitchens, healing spaces, worship, and quiet and environmentally, it's very different. So I'm excited to hear this case. And I would really appreciate if Jennifer then would reach out to me to have further discussions.
Perfect. Thanks so much for sharing, Vicki. And that definitely sounds like something that would be a good fit for this project.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Great. Okay, I'll just continue here for the cultural preservation program. So this essentially, there'll be two website platforms. One will be for the Authentic Indigenous Moments project, and then ITO is also going to have another website and platform that celebrates all of their members and also has details about the organization and the products and services that the organization offers. And through that platform, whether you're a business, an entrepreneur, a community, or a partner of ITO, you can receive a cultural authenticity program designation. So this will work similar to if any of you have seen the Rainforest Alliance certificates or a fair trade certificate on a product. So essentially your tourism venture or your organization will get recognized for your contribution to preserving Indigenous experiences through tourism. So you can be a preserver, which is Indigenous entrepreneurs and businesses who offer culturally authentic activities based on tradition, skills, and knowledge. You can be a packager. That's businesses that provide tourism experiences that include authentic Indigenous component. So it doesn't need to be the full experience, but if you do include a cultural component, then you can be designated as a packager. You can also be a partner, and this could be organizations, corporations, government bodies, communities, and also a promoter. And that could be a travel agency, tourism associations, tour operators, etc. So we'll cover all the basis of how you can be involved with this project. And there'll also be, when the website is developed, an online assessment tool that will help decide which one of the 4 Ps you fall under. And you could also end up being all 4 if you are if you cover all of these. So and then you'll receive a little package that you can use for your digital marketing, put on your website and social media sites. And you'll also receive a little badge and an icon that you can put on if you have a physical building. You can just put it on display in the window there. And so this is, as I mentioned, ITO is also in the process of developing a corporate website. So this will be for membership, providing information on marketing, initiatives coming down the pipeline, feature all the members and experiences that are offered in ITO. So we'll keep you posted on how this website is developing, and this we should also have within the next couple of weeks as well. So stay tuned for that. And here's the link to the Facebook page for those of you that want to use Facebook and follow us on Facebook. It's a great way just to keep in the loop of what's coming up next and where things are at. And also, if you do have any questions, we have the email up there and phone number. And as I mentioned, Jennifer will be following up with everyone that participated in this webinar as well. So if there's anything we missed, just don't hesitate to ask and contact us. And does anyone have any other questions or things they would like to share at this moment?
Amanda?
Yeah.
It's Jim Antler. I'm with the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Sport in North Bay. Just a bit of a question around, given that we have such long travel distances in Northern Ontario and the related costs involved with that, will this program or ITO sort of help bring, I mean, the site is for individuals with experiences, but thinking about, will there be something in place to help in a community to bring people together, those entrepreneurs, to say, in order for people to make it attractive to take the long travel distance and the cost involved, to have multiple or longer stay experiences available to try and build that, to make people say, yes, I will travel that distance and I will pay that cost, to get a wider range of experiences in that location.
Yeah, of course. And I think opportunities like this will happen as the project grows. As a next step with ITO, once the platform is reached, they'll be doing workshops and speaking tours across Ontario to connect with communities. And keep referring to these moments, but they can also be multi-day experiences that are based with partnerships, and that's a really good thing to point out as well, especially for people that are wanting to come to Ontario that aren't from Ontario and just don't know where to start. You can have a variety of just sample experiences where you visit multiple communities and connect with multiple entrepreneurs. So that's something definitely that will be factored in and will be part of the natural progression of growing this project. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, I think so. It's just good to know that there'll be some work done in that regard, so that, as I say, there's enough critical mass of product in a community that makes it more attractive than just someone who may have an individual experience, but someone has to weigh that out against the cost of time and travel.
Yes, of course, yeah. And Ontario is a large province for sure, and has a lot of very remote areas as well. So ITO will be looking at initiatives that provide more access and support all across the province.
Yeah, this is Vicki. I'm in agreement with him. Being located in Sulcout and 1/3 of all isolated Indigenous communities located just north of us, we do have tons of product, but what the First Nations have lacked, and I'm part of the lead economic development officer for the First Nation Municipal Economic Development Office, as well as I participate on the Friendship Accord. And our Indigenous partners need resources to build on their opportunities for entrepreneurship, and that's not accessible here. There's just not enough people in the ministries to address all of the communities.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that you can bring to the district or the regions, be it North Bay or even as far as Sulaco, to begin to educate and provide support to these opportunities would be will be the success of this project.
Perfect. Yeah, and I agree. And thank you so much for bringing up this this concern, and that's something that ITO will definitely incorporate as they move forward and grow with this project. This is just the first step, so there's still a lot of way to go until getting this fully off the ground and developed. So all these that's why we want to have these webinars and sessions to discuss and hear feedback from the community. So thank you for bringing that up.
Well, and also remember, once you start requiring these individuals, even some Indigenous organizations, to start having insurance and identify as a tourism industry, there's other implications around that, around business planning and licensing and taxes and et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, I'd like to see something come out on a guidebook to as soon as possible to assist Indigenous entrepreneurs to navigate that. I know you said the supports would be there, but I think that's something that we'll need immediately.
Great. Thank you so much. And we will address this as soon as we can. Thank you. Great. Any other questions or suggestions or ways to move forward, that ideas that you have or current needs in your communities? Well, thank you so much for your time. And once again, we did record this session. So if there's anyone that you want to share it with, we always encourage that. And we encourage just to keep the conversation going too. So if there's anything else or questions that you have later on, don't hesitate to ask us, and we'll be happy to help. Great. Well, thank you so much. And yes, thank you, Vicki. And look forward to connecting with you soon, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
Great. Thanks. Okay. Bye.